Good morning, Broad Street. Get clear on expectations. Today I'm with Sarah Schultz, and we are going to talk about this week's fundamental. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Terry.
So, Sarah, my question for you is, can you give us some examples or some questions that we can ask to avoid misunderstanding and make sure we are clear on the expectations? Like, for example, if someone gives you a report to do, make sure that you are doing the report the way the person wants it done.
Right. So first, I just want to remind everybody, we cannot read each other's minds. So the more details that you give me and others, the better off you're going to be. So when I get assigned a task to do, I like to know when it's due. So that tells me how much time I have to work on it and if it needs to be pushed to like a priority level. The other thing I would ask is, do you want to, like, what software do you want me to use? Do you want it in Word? Do you want it in Excel? Also, when it comes to emails, a lot of times I'm like, do you want to be copied on those emails? To be in the loop. Also, I think it helps to have clear goals set. So if you ask me something to do, I like the broader picture. So like, why am I doing this? So give me some background information with it. Again, with setting the due date, it helps to have timelines, deadlines, and just never assume that the person knows what the expectations are. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So it sounds like that the key to avoiding misunderstandings and disappointment is to have these clear expectations. And kind of to summarize, if you want someone to do something, you should make sure that you state it clearly what you want, so the other person understands how it's to be done with your desired outcome. Again, so there's no confusion or misunderstanding. With the desired deadline or time frame. Because if you don't give that information up front, it increases the possibility for there to be misunderstandings.
They'll come to you and be like, where's this item? Well, I didn't know when you needed it by, so please let me know. Yeah.
Right, and like you said, to explain why it's important and what the benefit is of the report or whatever is requested. If you're doing something or something's being requested by email, it might be helpful to say, please confirm, please review, please reply, just so the requester knows that you have at least received the request. And if it is a situation where you're face-to-face, it's really helpful if I ask you, can you verbalize back or can you state back to me like what we just talked about? Because it's not uncommon if there's multiple kind of components of this request that you miss one.
Yep. And when it comes to that, I always take, for example, if I go into Mike and he needs me to do something, I take a piece of paper and pen with me. Write those notes down and repeat them back. And make sure you have all the details so that you don't miss something and make a mistake, which I know we all hate to do. So.
Right. So if you verbalize back, you take notes, it's another way to help avoid these misunderstandings.
Right.
So it sounds like clear, concise communication.
Communication is key, everybody.
Is the route to avoiding misunderstandings. So I guess I'm going to leave everyone with one quote this week. We tend to get what we expect. That's Norman Vincent Peale. Sarah, I appreciate your thoughts and
you.
your input on get clear on expectations and being with me today. Broad Street. Let's all remember, get clear on expectations and have a great week.
Thank you, you too.